All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start the goniometry of the shoulder videos. So the first one we're gonna do is flexion. And so you're gonna have them go through that motion first. When they go through, you need to watch and make sure, because in order for it to line up, their elbow has to remain pointing up. So what's funny is with our patient here, who happens to be my beautiful wife, Karen, she's gonna, because of years of swimming, she's gonna naturally try and turn. That's gonna take the lateral epicondyle and bury it. So she's not actually, she doesn't have full true flexion of the shoulder. She actually has it to here. So we're not gonna see a true example of what you might see, or it might be actually a more true example. She has some reduced shoulder flexion. So your landmarks on this are going to be the fulcrum, right? This part, the fulcrum, goes on the greater tubercle. To find that, you can just go to the acromion, and then there's going to be a drop off just below the acromion, and then just below it there's kind of a marble hard feeling thing, right? If you're not sure if you're on it or not, you can have the patient internally and externally rotate, and you'll feel this marble feeling thing or pea-sized thing actually move. The acromion doesn't move with this motion, and so if you're up there and nothing's moving, you're too high, you're on the acromion, okay? So your fulcrum goes there. If you set the fulcrum there and leave it like right on it, you're not gonna get a very good alignment. See how it points out? So you might have to pull it just off of it a little bit so you stay lined up with the rest of the body, okay? So acromion, greater tubercle is your fulcrum, and then your distal arm is mid-axillary, middle of the body, and then your proximal arm is going to be the lateral epicondyle. So just follow the femur down. You'll feel it kind of push out and then drop off. You want to stay at the top of that part that pushes out, right? So Karen, that action that I had you do earlier, can you do that? And then once you start to turn over, just stop. Yep, stop right there. Okay, good. So midline of her body, I kept it lined up with, you won't be able to find that greater tubercle. It gets buried with this movement. So you have to make sure you keep it lined up and lateral epicondyle. So normal is 180, she actually has 145 here. Then I would take her as far as I can on my own without her rolling it over, right? And I can get 156 or so. And so that would be her measurement.